All right, class, welcome. I am going to introduce you to a new animation app that you guys can use that is web based because a lot of you have informed me that you cannot download and use TupiTube on your computers, and that is totally legitimate. So I found Wick Editor, which is free and open source, and will allow you guys to do this just in a browser. So I think that this will be a much more useful tool. Obviously, there's going to be things that you can do in TupiTube that you may not be able to do here. The features will be different. So the instructions you get will be obsolete or irrelevant to you. And I apologize for that. So I'm going to try to throw out some instructions that will help you figure out how to use Wick Editor. So let's go ahead and launch Web Editor. So when you launch Web Editor, you can open up right in the browser. I'm actually doing this on my tablet. If any of you have a tablet, then you can feel free to use that, but you should be able to use it just fine on any old computer. It doesn't matter. All right, so I am going to show you through a couple of features. And the first thing I'm going to point out, of course, is the very top here is where our, say, drawing tools are. There's a variety of them. Paintbrush, pencil, I think that's an eraser. These make objects, so square, ellipsis, um, straight line. I don't yet know what that does, so if anybody figures it out, let me know. Text, fill, eyedropper tool. So what I want you guys to do, of course, is to experiment with these. Let's start with showing you the paintbrush. And I just wanted to point out on the right side here is where you can change the color. Here's where you can change the thickness. I have not yet figured out what these do. If anybody wants to figure them out and let me know, that'd be cool. But let's go ahead and I'll show you how to change the color. So I really like hot pink. So I'm going to change the inside to hot pink. And I like the black outline, so I'm going to leave the outline as black. But I am going to change my thickness, say, to 5. All right, so I'm all set up, good to go. And now I'm going to create a simple circle. Right, like this. Oh, man. I'm not good at drawing circles. That's kind of, yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. All right, and so that's going to lead me to the next tool I want to introduce you to. Now, on my screen, for reasons I do not know, it's kind of hidden, but I swear it's there. The undo button. All right, I promise you it's there. If I click it, I can undo everything that I just did. All right, and I think that's pretty cool. All right, I'm now going to show you the next tool of interest, which is the objects tools. I love objects tools. I use these on whiteboard for my physics class all the time. They make life easier. So let's do a circle. And again, I have it set up so it's hot pink with a black outline. I'm going to change this to 8. That's my thickness of the line. All right, so let's see what this does. This makes, now it makes a beautiful circle. So where before my circles looked like garbage, these look great. All right, so that's how you do an object. I could also do a line if I want, like on the bottom. Here we go, to show where the floor is, perhaps. All right, so there we go. All right, so that's that. That's how to do the drawing tools. But what if I want to, say, add a frame? Okay, well, that leads us down to this portion of the page, which is where I get to add my frames. So if I click this button, it will add a new frame. Now, the first thing you notice is that, well, I can't see what I drew on the first frame unless I keep doing this, which is tedious. So then I'm going to point out to you guys the onion skin or peel or whatever it's called. It's a really cool feature. This button means that I can kind of see through the page below. This is really awesome tool, and you are going to want to use it. So now what I can do is I can go ahead and I can draw another circle using the same ellipsis function. I'm going to kind of start here, and I'm going to undo, and I want to do it slightly more. There we go. I'm just going to make it slightly lower. There we go, and I can add a new one. Whoops, let's go ahead here, and another circle, and another circle, and another circle. I'm putting these a little bit faster than I think I normally would. I would normally put in more. Whoop. All right, but now you can see. Oops, I'm gonna undo because I didn't like that. You can see that I'm gonna start actually making an animation of, theoretically, I didn't like that, so let's start a little higher, a bouncing ball. All right, I'm going to show you something else. I can select multiple back panes, right? So if I want my little sphere to return to kind of where it was before, then I can have a guideline to show where I came from. Oh, I'm going too far. Need to add a pane. Silly me. Scroll over. And here we go. This is fun. So, I think that your first assignment tells you to do at least 24. And normally I'd take more time, but let's stop there. All right, so we've got them drawn. Now I can press the play button and I can see the cool bouncing ball that I have made. And that's pretty cool.